Hello and welcome back to Project Rebirth, where last time we got our iron mining and tools production line up and running. And while that was definitely a super important step in terms of the progress of the overall city, it wasn't really that much progress visually. I mean, we only added this little district down here and a little bit of a corner over here. So because of that, this episode will be a bit more simple. All I want to focus on today is kind of expanding the city into this area and this empty area on the right here as well. I'm not quite sure how far the resources that I have right now will go in terms of covering this area, but I will try my best to cover all of it in this episode. And of course, by adding housing all throughout here, we will have a ton of available workers by the end of this, and I think that I will just use most of them for wood production, because we are still producing less than 1000 wood per day, and I want to change that as well. But yeah, anyways, let's just go ahead and get started with building this area over here. Okay, and that should be just fine for this side. Now for this other side, I actually want to do something a bit different. And what that is that instead of building just regular housing blocks like all throughout here, I actually want to build a single kind of bigger structure. What I had in mind is that I could actually build some kind of stadium over here. I am not really sure on exactly how I will achieve that quite yet, but I think I just have to get started with the building and I will just figure it out as I go. Okay, and that is going to be the stadium for this little town. It's definitely quite a small stadium, so I wasn't really able to add that much detail. I'm not really sure what else to add. There's just kind of a little running track, or even maybe a horse track you can interpret it as. And yeah, as I keep building, I definitely want to add more kind of big structures like this that kind of give a whole area just a little bit more character. Like in this town we have this market area up here, and of course the stadium we just built. I want to make kind of big structures like this in all of the cities that I will build. But yeah, for now I have 2 more little areas to fill. So yeah, let's go ahead and fill those. Just like that, the town on this island is now completely finished. I mean, there is just no more space for me to build. So yeah, in order to add more population after this, we will need to pick another spot to build more towns. But that is definitely a problem for the future. For now, as you can see, because of all this new housing, we are now once again negative in terms of food production, so we need to get a bunch more food production going. And I think that instead of actually placing another windmill and some bakeries, which would be more efficient, I actually want to place more potato fields. And that is simply because I think they look quite nice and they fill out a whole bunch of area quite easily. So yeah, let's now build a bunch of potato fields. Okay, and yeah, I still need a few more potato fields, but first I actually think I need to expand the road network a little bit. Because right now the kind of initial road network that I built out is not really cutting it anymore. I need more roads to plant stuff around, if that makes sense. So yeah, I will now spend the next little bit of time just expanding the road network just a bit. I am still kind of low on stone, so it won't be too much of an expansion. I will probably have to buy more stone in the market anyways for roads, but yeah, I want to kind of get more or less the basic idea of where all the main roads will go figured out.
Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide open, life tastes so sweet. It's in these moments where all I know is coming into focus, and now I see it's in these moments. It's in these moments.
Okay, and that should be just fine for now. We now have kind of a complete loop around here. I did not want to connect up this area because the ships from this port still need a place to exit into the ocean. I mean, of course they don't for the game itself, but just for kind of realism's sake, you know. And yeah, while I was planning out these roads, I think I actually decided where I want my next kind of main populated area to go. And that is right in this area over here. I think it should make for a pretty interesting area to build in, especially with this island here and all of these rivers. And of course, if I want to expand, there's always this area, which also has a lot of very interesting water features. But yeah, before that I will also want to build some kind of smaller towns on these islands out here. I think that could look quite nice. But yeah, those are all things for the future. For now, let's just get back to placing some more potato fields. Okay, and just these two kind of large potato fields over here are more than enough for now. Now, as for the rest of this wood that I have, I actually want to produce more wood, as I mentioned previously, so that just means placing a few more plantations, and I will do that on this peninsula over here. I mean, this is kind of like my wood production peninsula. I want to fill this all out with wood production, and then, I don't know, then I will just make another wood production area somewhere else, I guess. Okay, and just like that we are now out of wood, but this peninsula is now completely filled out with wood production. I also added just some regular trees to make some areas look kind of forested, and I think those extra trees really add quite a lot to the area, even if each tree costs 1 wood to place, and I mean there is over 200 of them here, so it cost quite a good bit of wood in total. I think it is still worth it overall, just for the whole area to look a lot nicer. And yeah, so now with this we are producing 1.3 thousand wood per day. I think at the start of the video it was like 950 or something like that. So yeah, definitely a really good bit of progress there. But yeah, obviously the main bit of progress this episode will have been that we completely filled out this first island that we started on. But yeah, so with that I guess that will be it for this episode, and see you in the next one, where we expand beyond this starting island, probably onto these side islands here, but I'm not completely sure about that. But yeah, anyways, see you in the next one. Goodbye.